Far away from the Desert Valley, back in the University of Quincunx, there's an office. An old professor sits in that office. The long beard, no mustache, balding hair.
I know.
There is a knock on the door. Come in.
I open the door.
You've come, Aricron. Excellent. Please sit down. We have much to discuss.
I walk in. Should I describe how I look?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. I've got a riddle for you, Aricron.
Another one?
Of course.
Okay. Hit me with it, I guess.
I want you to think about this while we discuss this. Why does the dog obey its master? While you think about that, there's much that we need to talk about. Do you know what a quincunx is?
All these riddles. A bird? I don't know.
That's fine. You were never one for mystical studies, so certain geometric phenomena and shapes and things are not in your curriculum. It is a formation of 5 shapes. 4 of them are set in a box shape, in a square, sometimes a diamond, and in the center is a 5th object. Those who gamble would know it very well. It is the sign of the 5 dice. That is what a quincunx is. Now, there are 5 major fraternities at Quincunx. Which one is the falcon and the rose?
I kind of lean in, look at the little doodle, and point at one of the dots. I don't know that one.
Which dot do you point to?
The top right one.
He frowns a little bit. The 4 on the outside represent the fraternities, the preservators, the choristers, the bones, and the arbiters. They are the wall that surrounds the 5. They are the dogs. In the center is the falcon and the rose. We are the center, and we run it all, because no one else is qualified to do so. We have received word that the ex-professor, the dean in charge of the arbiters, has left Quincunx, has left the university grounds, and is heading to the east to Summit Hall in the Desert Valley. We are curious as to why he would do such a thing. It makes no sense. He's infirm. The journey would be dangerous.
He probably got tired of riddles.
Well, he's one of this faculty's greatest riddlers, I doubt that. So why would Professor Alcazar go to the Desert Valley? Furthermore, 2 members of our sports teams, along with a couple of preservators, were seen leaving to Sumber Hills for a mission on behalf of the Bones, in order to connect with the Dwarven people. Allegedly, to form some sort of sports alliance. Now, what does it mean if the Bones and the Arbiters are going to the same place?
the Alliance? Part of the Alliance, probably?
The Alliance. Ah, but ours is a very fragile alliance. You see, the Bones, they crave power. Their alumni use the sports scholarships to acquire promising puppets that they can use once they graduate. The Arbiters, well, they want to make sure that power doesn't go to the wrong people. And that creates a bit of a conflict, doesn't it?
I suppose. I mean, depends on where you stand in that equation.
And where do you think we stand in that equation?
In the middle, like you said, try to control it all.
Exactly. And if the two sides were to conflict against each other, well, if the Bones are trying to get power, but they conflict with the Arbiters, who are they not trying to get power from?
Us.
And if the Arbiters are busy trying to keep the Bones from attaining power, whose power are they not limiting?
Not ours.
Exactly. So, when the members of the Bones and the Arbiters end up going to the same place, well, you said it yourself. That brings the possibility of an alliance, doesn't it?
Possibly.
Indeed. I need you to find out if that's the case, because there's only two possibilities if those two are forming an alliance. One, they're going to try to fuck us, and we need to make sure that they do not fuck us. Two, there's something worse that they're allying against, and we need to make sure that that doesn't fuck us. Have you figured out my riddle yet?
The reason why the dog obeys. Not sure about that yet.
The reason a dog obeys its master is it because it thinks the master is part of its pack. It thinks the master is but a dog too, so it thinks the master is its equal. And the smart master never tells the dog otherwise. You will go to the Desert Valley. You will reconnoiter with these fallen individuals. You will find out everything that you know, and you will make sure that whatever is going on down there does not come to fuck us. And whatever you do, please make sure the dog never finds out that the master isn't one of them.
Yeah, you'll definitely see Aricron glare at that comment about the dog, trying to keep his cool as he gets up. Anything else before I go?
Yes, I will make sure that you have some traveling money, and I will make sure that you will have accommodations when you reach the town of Red Lodge. Also, we have a contact to the north in the city of Yata if you ever need to meet with them. We may have other contacts within the city itself. Please keep them clandestine. We do not wish our hand revealed.
All right.
Thank you
Appreciate it.
for your. Well, I appreciate your presence, and thank you for your time. Please don't fuck this up.
No promises as I kind of walk out and slam the door behind me.
And then we move over back to the Desert Valley. August.
Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed. I'd like you to make a very strange roll for me, please.
Uh-huh.
Could you please roll me a d20 plus a d4?
Okay.
Actually, sorry, a d8 and a d20. D8.
I hate this dice so much. I hate it. It's going away. I hate it. What was
What
that?
did
A
you-
D8?
Yeah, a d8 and a d20. What did you roll?
Where's my fucking D8? Okay, well, that's a 6, but the 20's a 1.
Okay. Okay. That is fine.
Okay, but this dice is still going away.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh,
No,
hang on. My volume
that's
went away.
absolutely
Is that-
fine.
Is that counting as our first stat one?
I
I
wrote
guess.
it down
I
as
don't
No,
know.
no, this isn't a difficulty check. That's not what-
Okay.
I don't care. I wrote it down, but I wrote it as Amber in the nat ones, and I wrote it as a woo with 3 question marks.
God, I don't know what is wrong with this dice.
So the total was 8. So I'm gonna have to do this. We're going to do that.
Here.
Also, deepest apologies for earlier.
It happens. It happens. Ba 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 da ba da ba ba. Where is it here?
Guess I'm gonna have to start smudging my dice.
I was about to say, I need to get incense anyway.
Drake
Wow.
is typing. If you need to, Amber, I have stuff that you could use to do that.
Yeah, someone needs to exercise this dice.
You know, I definitely have
I
something
mean-
if you need it.
And they
Can't
smell nice
use
now.
real. I can't use real smudge sticks though.
Well, you know, they're
So I cleanse with incense instead.
Also, pardon to anyone watching the screen, the Discord
What is
icons
she-
have frozen. So while it says that it is only me talking, oh yeah, they're just trying to catch up now. It's working again. It had frozen.
Rip.
Oh,
No
Drake
problem.
just changed my name. Or whatever this is.
I didn't change it. I just added a roll.
Oh. Mm. Oh.
Hello.
I will.
So you have just caused the waning of the Scarlet Moon druids. You're still before the tower. In the aftermath, with Saruki left holding the bag. And you have yet another problem, possibly on your hands.
What bag is he holding?
The tension between you
Metaphorical
and
bag.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, a metaphorical bag.
Oh.
I would like to loot the bodies.
I would like to loot that metaphorical bag.
Wait,
Can
how
we
did we?
attack the
How
bag?
did we leave Saruki with the bag?
It's not a,
There is no bag.
it's not an
No,
actual
but like
bag.
I know, but I'm trying to understand.
I
Because
mean,
we
just
helped him
him.
essentially.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
The
What
bag's
is-
not literal? It's a
No, I
metaphor.
know. I was trying to understand how he came out on this. Yeah, because he's part of the ice, the water,
Yeah.
and we just helped him.
Yeah, but he's still a cultist, and we hate cultists.
Yeah, we just helped a cultist, so now we just benefited him.
Well,
Yeah,
I already
okay.
told him that we're not like joining his cause or anything.
Yeah, looting and Atlas is, we all know what Atlas thinks.
Alice needs to sit his ass down and not talk to anybody.
That's not true. He could talk to bugs. You don't know.
Yeah, he's just gonna
Atlas
go
should
off
always
and
be wearing
mutter
full
to the
cover
ladybug
jeans.
that he's still hanging out with about how there's another cultist left that they should take care of.
Is anyone else hurt, or is that just me?
Just
That's a
That's just me.
question.
Have we had a rest yet or no? Or
You have not had a rest yet.
Okay.
But
This is like-
Surugi has not made any attack overtures, but there is that tension there, and he is
Yeah.
starting to back off. He is willing to accept the truce for now.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna attack him if he's not gonna attack me. Like,
Go
fuck
on.
off.
We're not here to start anything with you. You start messing with us, then we start messing with you.
He nods.
We already told you we're not here to help you. We're here to stop them from hurting others.
He turns and then he pauses. Says, if you change your mind, you
No,
can go to Wick.
no.
we need to know how to find them.
Well,
All
that's.
All right. It was a pleasure. And I shall take my leave.
Please do before I change my mind.
Atlas, you sit your ass down.
I'm just pointing out.
I don't care if you are praising whatever you fucking believe in. Ass down.
To be fair, it's not as Atlas's ass that gets him in trouble. It's those two fingers. The ones, between this one and this one,
His mouth.
and his mouth, his tongue finger.
That just sounds.
That was a choice.
Atlas goes and sits down in the brush and discovers some insect friends already, and just decides he's going to talk to them about how he would like to kill this silly water person.
Ironically, firebugs, because why the fuck not?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
And yes, August is the only person injured. He was
Alright,
at 14 out of 30 at my last count.
Well, I see me at my thing I didn't mess with, but I'm at 29 out of 45 now since we leveled up.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, when you guys level up, you'll have the ability to take that rest, because from the Guardians, they've got long swords. The swords themselves, when you look at them, there doesn't seem to be any magic on them that would allow you to set them ablaze, so it seems to be an ability of theirs specifically.
That's fine. I can sell it for gold. Or silver or whatever.
They also have on them breastplates and a shield.
So how many long
What
swords
kind
did I
of
get?
bracelet?
You got the 2 long swords. The priests are not carrying a lot of equipment. They've got daggers. Can't really sell those though. Once a
What
night
kind of breastplates and shields?
Their breastplates are. They look like they're like iron forged breastplates.
Okay, they don't matter to me then.
Okay.
And for the record, a breastplate is where are we here? I am so A breastplate is medium armor that gives 14 plus dex modifier max 2. So, Wick?
I'm already at 16.
Okay. Is that with or without a shield?
Oh wait, that's with the shield. But I thought I couldn't wear
With a
armor
shield.
because I was a barbarian.
You can wear medium armor as a barbarian. You won't get your constitution modifier for now, but this is a temporary improvement until you get thicker.
So it would go from 16 to 18?
It would bring it up from 16 to 18. That is
Okay,
correct.
I'll put one on.
Yeah. It is an improvement. I'm not sure where August is on that scale either. I think August has chainmail or splint.
Yeah, you gave. I think.
You
No.
cut out.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I said I think you gave me a chain shirt. Yeah.
Chain shirt
Yeah.
or chain mail?
You gave me a chain shirt at the beginning of the.
Okay. A breastplate would be an improvement from a chain shirt.
I might
And
take it.
yeah, and if you can't find buyers for them, these are actually like worth quite a bit of gold. The breastplates are definitely money in your pocket. And if nothing else, August,
Mm-hmm.
you could probably find someone who could build on this and make it into even better armor.
Yeah.
Like you could trade this in and probably get yourself some splint mail, which is AC 17.
Ooh, yeah.
As well, a breastplate by itself will not give you disadvantage on stealth checks.
Aha.
So there's also that as well.
Okay.
And this is good for those of you who need who eventually want to get plate. Also, I did not cover this beforehand because I did not think of it. Aricron, you're going to be starting off with your choice of either half plate or splint, depending on what's better for you.
All right.
Just because, you know, get you something to make up for the fact you're kind of you're jumping in rather than having loot and stuff like that. Okay. Any other questions? Anything else you'd like to do?
So the breastplates themselves might be a little like sooty, so I would probably find a place to clean one off and maybe like try and scrape off or like scrub off any like cult branding on it, so when I go to wear it, it's not like, yes, cult.
That is an option that you can do.
Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
All right. Not going to be able to do it out here, but you'd have to go into a town to do that.
That's fine. I'll keep it in the bag until then.
Okay. And are you finished up at this location?
Glenn is gonna just scout around the. I don't know if there is any remains of the fire elemental. Just looking to see like what's about, if there is anything there.
No, the fire elemental does not leave a corpse that you can loot or anything like that.
I just meant like even just clues or something she might be able to learn about from the death.
Actually, the fact that it doesn't leave remains is a clue in and of itself.
Okay.
I have no magical core or anything.
Nope, no magical core. Make me an Arcana check, please. Anyone who has it or would like to try.
You know what? Let's just go for it.
Yeah. What do I have for that's 1.
Oh wow.
Was that a nat 1?
Eh.
Wow. I actually.
No, it was +1, I think.
Oh yeah, I have a
Oh.
+1 in Arcana, but I only got an 11, so that's
actually got an 21. 18
Oh.
on the dice. 20
Damn.
plus 3.
Atlas got a
Yeah, so-
6.
All right. So, August,
Mhm.
sometimes during games of Bludgeon Ball, because people were no longer allowed necromantic rituals before the second half, they would often resort to summoning elementals as kind of a distracting threat. Now, there are rules about how big you can summon them, how small you can summon them, etc. But the interesting thing about elementals is that they don't leave any remains except for the the damage they do. Like a fire elemental will leave burn marks, but those aren't because of his death. Those are just because he burned it while he was around. Now, you've actually taken the time to consult with some magical experts to find out what's going on here because you're curious if it would help your game any. And you've learned that elementals are not actually directly of this world. They're brought in from another plane of existence. And you don't actually kill them, you just undo the summoning, and then they get sent back to the plane from which they came.
Okay.
I have something I would also like to do besides foots around with the breastplates.
Okay.
Can I check the tower?
Yes, you
I'm
can.
gonna knock on the scaffolding.
Yeah, the tower itself has not been burnt down. There's a lot of different rooms in it, so I'm going to gloss over what you find, because, it's not really a lot left. There's no encounters, really. So you find, going into the place, the inside of the tower is kind of ruined a little bit. There's rubble at the front. So to get up to the higher floors, you actually do have to go through the outside scaffolding and then into one of the windows. When you do so, you manage to make your way up to what you realize must be Elazar's chamber.
Can I do that since I knocked the scaffolding down?
There's scaffolding on
Oh.
both sides.
Yeah, it's surrounded
Okay.
scaffolding.
I can get you up there anyway if we need to.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not. You guys have the means, the ways and the means.
Just be careful.
Um,
It looks rickety.
Yeah. Inside, the floor is a little bit scuffed and damaged. So what I'd like you to do for me,
Mhm.
I would like you. How many people are going in to check this place out?
I know I was.
I would like to, if that's okay.
I was just gonna watch precariously from the bottom.
All right. Which one of you wants to volunteer to roll a die for me?
I'll do it.
Can I
Okay.
cast guidance on him?
No, this is not that kind of roll.
Worth a shot.
Glencora, tell me, pink or blue?
Blue.
Okay.
Okay.
Blue it
I
is.
want you to roll 1d8 and
Okay.
tell me how many people that floor is going to support.
Ooh.
3.
3 people. Excellent. So, you manage to make your way across. You kind of creak on the floor a little bit. You take extra tiny stimpy stamps. And you manage to make your way up to Elazar's chamber. And in it, there's a bedroll, a desk, a bookcase, and there is a trapdoor that leads to the ceiling of the room. In the desk, you find 2 fire opals worth 50 gold pieces each, a scroll with the spell Flame Arrows on it, and 250 gold pieces sitting in a large bag.
So 250 gold pieces. And sorry, what was on the scroll?
The
Flame
spell
arrow.
Flame Arrows. Yeah.
What was the first thing that was in there? I'm sorry.
2 fire opals. Each of them are
2
50
fire
gold.
opals.
Is it flame arrow or flame arrows? Just stuffed food in his mouth.
I'm eating a fake taqueria, okay?
I love you.
Cool.
We're professionals that put all of our episodes on YouTube.
Hear anything but, and we state that in the.
I haven't seen any viewers complain about it yet.
We don't have any.
Look, our friends listen.
Yeah, I'll let you believe that.
Yeah, it is flame arrows.
Okay, with
I
an
have
S.
posted. Yeah. And the spell is available to druid, rangers, sorcerers, wizards, and artificers, so pretty much everybody.
Poo beans.
Like,
So
actually, yeah,
Could
just in the desk.
I guess use this?
that literally, yeah, Glencora can use it. Atlas can use it, and even August can use it.
I feel like we should give this to August. Like, a ranged spell attack might not be a bad thing for a non-magic user, right?
I mean, he is always trying to
Oh.
defend you guys.
What it
Only
does
has one use,
specifically-
correct?
Well, what it does specifically before you go and say, "Oh, it's a range attack," because it kind of is, but it kind of isn't. You load up for me. Yeah, you can have it.
I just remember you said that it was good to give sometimes magic weapon sort of things to
Okay.
those guys when we can.
So what it does is you touch a quiver containing arrows or bolts. When a target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using a piece of ammunition drawn from the quiver, the target takes 1d6 extra damage. So it's not an attack spell. It's a buff for ranged weapons.
Oh. Okay.
Especially useful to anyone who has like a bow or something.
Which I do.
Or
if you
a
want.
crossbow. Crossbow would
Atlas
also
and I
work.
both have it. Atlas
Yeah,
has
I
a
also
crossbow.
have-
So it'd
I
probably
also
be
have
better.
an arrow, but I don't use it as much as
Yeah, but it is
all
good.
ranged
Like
magic users.
if you've got something that's like, oh, fire makes its life sad.
Mhm.
Well, here, we'll buff someone with a bow to help make their life sad, right? So,
Cool. And it's
alrighty.
so that's one use, correct?
But that's everything in the room or
Yes.
just in the desk? Because if it's just in the desk, I would
That-
love to search the bookshelf too.
Yeah, that's all there is in
Okay.
the desk. There's nothing in the room either. Like, there's nothing in the bookshelf, in the bookcase, other than just random, boring reading material that I don't really feel like describing.
Not any bludgeon ball rules.
I mean, if you guys want, you guys can invent titles that a pyromaniacal druid would have, and that would be
Okay.
delightful.
Okay,
But
can I? Because I wanna.
okay, yes, go for it. Go for it, please.
Uh,
Please do.
can it just be called Hot Summer Nights and it's just smut?
Yup.
You
I
gave me
hate
this gift and it was low hanging fruit and it was right there and you said I could.
I hate it.
Was it a peach?
Well, it certainly wasn't a cherry after chapter 2.
I
Ah.
could have probably come up with a better name, but the only thing that was on my mind was
Also-
like,
Other titles include How to Burn Friends and Influence People.
Kindling spirit.
And
the
for
Roof,
Fahrenheit 4 or 541 or whatever it is.
Fahrenheit
Yeah.
451.
There we go.
Yeah. Also, the roof is on fire. We don't need a water. Let the
And there's a
motherfucker burn.
cookbook that says out of the frying pan into the fire.
A
Yep.
cat on the hot tin roof.
Yep.
You can't take
Yep.
the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Where the
Hey,
wildfires are.
broiling
fire-
romance. I was gonna say broiling romance. 5 tips to make your life in the bedrooms hotter.
Arson all have
Oh.
on their way.
Oh, there's also a book called Great Tits, A Guide to the Birds of the Vesserin Valley. It has nothing to do with fire, but the guy is a druid, so he's allowed to branch out his interests.
Okay, fine.
I just want to give that to Glenn.
It's a very exciting book. It's all about one species of birds, and
The only reason I might use it is if I could use it to then use that for wild shape in the future. But I probably know most of those birds anyway.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to actually say that you now, when you're able to fly with wild shape, because I know that's a that's the thing. But when you're able to fly, you will be able to become this adorable.
We have unlocked.
Oh my gosh.
That's a tit.
Yeah.
We've
Wow.
unlocked tits.
You've unlocked the tufted tit mouse.
I'm so happy.
That's what we really wanted.
I might think up some other smutty novel titles just because, but I'll do that later.
I feel like you should do it for our future encounters. The other ones just in case. See some Scarlet Moon after dark. It's an anthology that some of the other Scarlet Moon people contributed their own short stories to.
It's written in Druidic, actually. Elazar wrote it. It's actually kind of creepy.
Some of the pictures of the charcoal are smudged really bad. There's stains on it.
Yeah, it's it's when people write fan fiction about people that they
RPF
work
fan
with.
fiction. Yeah.
Yeah.
RPF fan fiction.
Yeah, not even celebrities. I mean, it's just that person that they work with. It's kind of skeezy. You think there's one in there of that woman that you killed really fast? I hardly knew her.
Back on topic.
That one brings back some personal trauma for Wickham, but we're not gonna.
I didn't even
From
open
outside.
that one.
From outside the tower, you hear Atlas shout, "Are y'all done in there?"
No.
I think they're reading books.
I also want you two guys, gals, and non-binary pals to make a investigation check.
Woo.
Everybody?
Is up there?
Yeah. Anybody in the tower at all?
I'm at the bottom. I'm inside, but at the bottom.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can.
Cool. Let's roll this dice
Nowhere
and see if
near.
it doesn't fuck me.
Can I
Okay.
use the help action to help Glencora?
You can.
Okay.
What was the roll for?
You have
Then I should
advantage.
roll. Ah.
Was this investigation or perception?
Investigation.
Okay.
Please.
Oh,
Ooh,
August
yes.
is actually good at that. Raya is not. Okay. So 16
Samesies.
16. Excellent.
for this gin chat. I'm not in dice.
All
Not in
right.
the dice bit.
So, Glencora comes back down after they've exhausted the library of all its salacious, steamy, hot material.
Her.
And,
What was all this talk about tits?
tits and ardor, really. And, you start looking at the rubble itself, and you see that there is actually some of the rubble has been pulled away, and there is what looks like they're uncovering a passage that leads even further down below.
Oh, it's wrong campaign.
Um,
Hey,
Can we open the tunnel, or is it still partially covered?
That will require some sort of check. I would be thinking strength checks, and this is going to be really hard, so this would be with disadvantage, because this is just not easy to do without
Question.
with the
I'll
tools that
try.
you guys don't have.
Could
You want to
Okay.
help me see if we can move some of this rubble?
I'll try if you want. What's your strength?
Or do we just want to both roll with disadvantage and see what we get? Or are we going to help or make it an even roll?
could
do you
I
want us
turn
to do it,
into an
Drake?
ape?
Can you turn into a what?
An ape?
You can if you think that'll help. That'll give you more
Maybe it
strength.
wouldn't be strong. Well, see what
Yeah.
you guys do first. Maybe you'll nail it.
If I
Do
want
you want to just... Do one of us just want to help each other and see if we can make it a straight roll? Or do we both want to roll with disadvantage?
we can both try it one at a time if you want.
Okay.
May I cast guidance on you?
You want to go
Atlas
first?
can assist somebody.
August, you go first.
Okay. So
August, you get
it's
guidance.
roll
Wick,
with
Atlas
disadvantage,
will-
then add D4.
Yeah. The
Okay.
D4 does not get disadvantage because it's not the
Okay.
D20.
Let's see.
And August, I'm sorry,
How?
Atlas is helping, so this would be made at parity because you get the advantage and it cancels out the disadvantage, so just
Mhm.
roll.
Okay, wait, hang on. I'm sorry. What?
Atlas is helping.
Roll a +4.
Oh,
or
okay.
+4.
So I get a regular roll.
Yeah.
With it. Okay, with the D4. Okay. 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay. You make some headway and you start moving aside the rubble. I'm going to have Wick and Glenn. Can you please make me perception checks, please?
Oh, woo!
Yours.
It's not great.
Oh, that's really small on my sheet. I need to zoom in.
7. Yeah, no, it's not great.
14.
All right. Wick, you don't notice this, and the reason why, it's not something that you really are used to noticing. Not because it's not a part of your life, but because it's so prevalent in your life that for you to notice this sort of thing is just a little bit more difficult. But Glenn, you notice as they start to move the rock, there is a draft. The draft is coming from the hole itself, and it is hotter than the air outside, near where the burning was.
Okay, so I kind of motion to them to stop what they're doing. And I say, do you guys feel that? It feels like really hot air is coming out of there. What if there's another fire elemental down there? Is that possible?
I
Should
mean,
we be careful?
well, I mean, I can stop, but
Well, whatever you guys think. I'm just telling you what I noticed.
Can I go up to the trapdoor? Is it like one of those ones that's like flat on the floor, or is it tilted slightly?
Well, I mean, it's in the ceiling, so
Oh,
neither. It's got a little rope that you can pull down, and it leads to the roof. And the roof, there's nothing on the roof, really, just a view going down from the tower. A couple sniping points. That's about it.
Wait,
I was talking about whatever they were uncovering.
the tunnel.
Oh, the tunnel. Oh, the
Yeah.
tunnel's tunnel. It's rubble that's blocking off an entrance, but as you clear away more of it, make me investigation checks, everybody.
okay. Which dice am I gonna trust?
Oh,
Let's trust you this time.
Investigation.
It's a good trust. Thank you, friend.
I don't like that one bit.
Investigation.
I rolled an 18.
24. I got 19 on the dice.
works.
Okay.
And my investigation is shit, so I'm really surprised that I rolled
17.
that.
All right. As you start to clear it a little bit more, you notice that there are a lot of footprints that have led from here and then away from it, and then that stopped. Looking at the rubble itself, it looks more like part of the tower has collapsed on this recently, and that would be why they're clearing it. So it looks like the tower collapsed, and then they started clearing out the rubble. This is a used passageway.
Do you guys think this is another one of those underground tunnels?
I mean, it might be.
I
The
mean,
other cult
it
was
is
utilizing it.
literally the underest of ground.
I meant
It does
Well,
now.
if there are more rocks down there, we should be moving.
I meant more like, is this like cult we
Uh,
could get lost underground tunnel kind of a thing?
Make me another investigation check. I want you to do it with advantage, though, Wick.
Okay. Okay. And my investigation, I just looked at it. 16.
16's good. So, you're looking at it, and you can kind of see that it's inclined down. You kind of make, like, you call into it a little bit. You use your hello, and you can tell by the echo it goes for a long distance. This might even be a deeper, longer setup than what was underneath Red Large.
I don't know if we got time for all this, you guys.
I'm not
What
inclined
do-
to go towards a hot source. I've already had
What-
plenty of heat in this last fight, so no.
But should
Whatever
we
it
move
is, you do understand that if the cult is using this as a throughput, it's very likely to be very dangerous.
I think we've learned our lesson before about going into places that we aren't prepared for.
Let's cover it back up.
I do
So-
just, yeah, Lori, I think we
Back
should
up.
try and, like, make sure that it can't be uncovered unless, like, by serious means. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
put
get
something
you.
really heavy on it.
Mm.
I can agree to that.
I have mage hand if I need something.
I mean,
I can only lift light things, can I?
where Atlas's ego, tangible, I'd say.
Mage Hand is likely not going to be as useful as just regular hands. It can't lift that much.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start putting rocks on this, like, area and just pile them back up.
Wick
You-
Hand is stronger than Mage Hand
Okay.
by a lot.
Well,
I'm not sure.
I guess I'll just start helping him put rocks on it. Maybe we'll just let someone we trust know about it.
And
Well-
while you guys are doing that, I am going to find a piece of wood or something and carve into it some druidic symbols saying danger, and kind of put it, then don't go down there, just for a warning for any druids that may be coming to the area, as it is a druid hall, or once was.
I was gonna ask, do we want to send Glenn over to see how the druids that were here, like, are faring? Like,
The
if
White
they're-
Oaks.
Yeah, if they're still even here.
Yeah, are they still Beyonce's?
Drake.
He's muted, so he's probably eating.
No, I actually went to take a pee. I did say be right back.
Oh,
But
I
I did
didn't hear you.
Yeah, none of us heard you.
Nope.
That's fine. I heard you. That's because wireless headset now. Yeah. They're doing fine. They are a little bit rattled because they were expecting a hippie music jam and not human sacrifice jam.
Fair.
So there's that. You discuss what you are going to do next. I'm going to go back to the bathroom because there's more work to be done.
Okay. So I guess we just pile everything up on this creepy tunnel. Let the people that are here know if they do decide to like stay here for a few more days to recoup and stuff. Hey, scary, spooky door. Don't go near it. And then
Yeah.
I guess we just
Do
gather.
we to rest here and take our long rest here and use one of these camps before we take off, or
It might not be a bad idea. I mean, there's really no threat to us right now.
and there are
Agreed.
camps already set
Wait.
up, so like we can make use of that.
Yeah,
My
and-
only other concern is where did the wine cultists go?
yeah, where's the dudes with the bear?
Yeah, the actual bears.
They were part of the. Oh, that's right. They are, but they weren't up here.
Yeah, they were down there still. We just did not recruit them to our little powwow, and as far as I
we
know,
knew that they're actually recruiting.
We
Yeah.
could send the elk people to check on the bear.
All right. They're not gone long before they report back and say they left, and the bear's still chained up.
Rude.
Release
Atlas,
the bear.
now's your chance.
We unchained the bear.
Okay.
Oh, well,
About to say,
The
I
bear
was
has
looking
been
for reactions. Not the druids would have been a better choice.
We had a little bit of a chat with the bear, and
Glenn approaches the white elk druids and says, "I believe we're going to be camping here to rest up. Would you like to join us, or are you going to be going on your way?"
well, we're a little bit tired after that. But we'll be going after we did get a breather. There's no point staying here.
No. Well, just if you encounter anyone that seems to be coming in this way, let them know that there could be danger. And otherwise, thank you for helping us when we needed you. I understand that this was not what you had planned on when you came here, but you did a really great thing, and we really appreciate you.
yeah.
Well, we dislike the nature's way being abused in this matter. We're totally thankful that you guys got the information to us and gave us a warning, my dudes.
Can I pull out my Ren book and open it to the symbols that I've copied down into the book and show them and be on the lookout for these because these are the signs of the cult people.
One of them actually asks if you could write that down for them and give them a copy.
I do it because I have spare paper in my book and I just tear one out and I give it to them.
You successfully make a copy. And they successfully take it.
If you find anything, contact the mayor, or what is he? He's not the mayor.
Constable.
Yeah, the constable.
Yeah,
I think it
of
is.
Red Larch, as that's where we have our central camp.
Well, we got ways of getting information to Red Larch, and it won't be a problem, my dude.
Wonderful.
I just want to point out, we could make that nasty hot tunnel more inaccessible if we just tear down the entire rest of the tower. And
You
then
know
it won't
what?
even look like it's something that they can even approach.
But then we might not be able to go in it if we want to in the future.
Also,
I would hope there was another end of that.
I want a nap.
I thought that too. I thought maybe, well, we might find the other end of it.
But a nap does sound nice.
I'm gonna get the horse and the cart and I'm gonna bring it up here and I'm gonna take a nap.
Good news, though.
August just wants to like give a thumbs up to the other lady and the pixies that helped us, and just let them know that they surprised us and hopefully surprised themselves with an awesome job.
She's like, well, it wouldn't have been right to just leave you there. And where did they go? They're gone. Where are
Pixies
they
be
now?
like that.
Probably off committing some sort of pixie crimes. Make me perception checks, please.
Okay.
Everybody
Everyone?
here.
Anybody.
Cool.
Okay, not bad. Where is my character sheet? Perception.
10.
17.
Mod 20.
Nice.
18.
So, who rolled the 20?
I rolled a mod
Sona.
20.
Mod 20? All right.
Yeah.
You notice that up in the corner of the tower, the words "No hotties here" has been scribbled in common.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Out
anything.
of, yeah.
I'm just gonna let that be.
No, he's here.
I'm just gonna let them have that.
Why does
Not
that
like
feel
you
like
can
that would be
stop
something
them.
that was scribbled in the gym locker?
Probably because it was.
All right, you have your long rest.
Yay!
Woo!
And what do you do now?
Should we go back to Red Larch now?
Or because we're so close, do we want to stop at Summit Hall?
Yeah, I mean, you can.
I'm up for whatever you guys want to do.
Well, if you want to see your friend there, we are
Wait.
very close, but it's up to you.
I just healed and... What is my fucking HP? It just changed.
Oh, so did mine.
I did a long rest and I went down from 45 to 36. Now I don't remember what my actual HP is. Why
I
did
think
do
it's
this to
because
us?
we rolled instead of took our average or whatever.
Oh, so I need to go back in and type it.
Yeah. To override.
Let me make sure. What's your HP, Sona?
Mine is currently 56.
Okay, yeah, I think I was 45 then.
So Summit Hall is actually a little bit out of the way,
Oh, it is a little closer.
unless you wanted to go straight through the hills, which would be kind of a pain in the ass.
Ah, that was my
And
confusion.
then eventually find a path. The only other way to do that is to return back to the large path, and then either take the Cairn Road to the south, or the Stone Trail to the north through past the Stone Bridge and Bellyard, and then head south to Summit Hall, or north from Womford.
Or do we could also go further up the path to see if, because we still have to look for the dwarves.
I was just going to point out
right.
once again that they were intending to go further south on their way to drop off this elf that needed to plant some magical seeds.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I think I totally forgot that the whole reason we even fucking left was to find the dwarves.
Did you guys find any dwarves? What? There's dwarves out there? Fuck me.
The only thing
So there's
we
really
have
no-
found is cults.
Yeah, there's really no sense in going back to Red Larch right now. I don't know, should we continue on and check out some of these other things that we were told about, see if we can find them?
Well, we're north right now. If we check out the direction that the dead bodies came from and go further south towards the town where the The wood elf, the high elf, was intending on dropping off and planting these seeds. We would have to go back through Red Larch.
Okay. Well,
And at least we
Yeah.
might be able to find out if they've heard anything since we left.
that's fair.
Well, the one thing is certain that no matter which path they would take, they would be going through Belliard.
So we'll head that way, stop at Belliard.
Okay.
Oh, I thought we were below that. Okay, yeah, I was totally off. Sorry, I was totally confused when we were on the map. My bad, guys.
I don't know where we are any day of the week.
We are very
I
far
need to go
south
back up
on
to my
Desert
most recent
Hills,
whispers.
far north, the Desert Hills.
All right. So you travel north, out of Scarlet Moon Hall, and the hill path. It takes you a good while to get through. The better part of the rest of the day. And as you get out of the hills, you finally meet with the stone trail going to the northwest and the southeast. Looking towards the southeast, the path goes down towards a massive stone bridge. The bridge is about 2 miles long. It's 400 feet over the canyon of the Desserin River. It is a solid dwarven make. It looks like it's been here a long time. And many dwarves, in fact, consider it a very sacred place. The one thing about it, though, there are no guardrails or anything like that. It is just a giant arch. And I actually have a picture of it somewhere, so let me see if I can get that for you.
So we
That sounds-
continued further north through the Desert Hills instead of going south to Belliard.
That's coming out of the hills. That gets you to a path that goes northeast towards Westbridge. Northwest towards Westbridge, and then the stone bridge is more easterly towards Belliard. Ooh, I do have a picture of it.
Yay, atmosphere.
I love pictures.
You're a picture.
It could be.
Oh. That's pretty steep.
Wait, so where are we at right now? On the Desert Valley map?
Well, I assume like there's a picture
Rooney?
of a stone. Like if you look right below Owl's Perch, there's a picture of a stone arch. Is that where we are?
Give me a second.
Or no, then there's one, sorry, and there's also one right beside Belliard. There's a stone arch there too, along the stone trail.
If we went north, would we up by Owl's Perch and Oath Rooney?
No, the Desserin Hills actually do take you right by the bridge by what is
okay.
which is right by Belliard here. Yeah, you can see the path goes up there through the hills, and then you can see the path.
To be clear, since last
Wait,
time.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, remember things are
very
going differently. So, where is Westbridge? Belliard is Belliard.
Huh?
I don't know where we are because I can't make heads or tails of the map because it's too small for me.
I had
If
to
you
like
click
blow it
on
up,
it,
yeah.
Yeah, you can click on
So
it.
we're-
Well, I can't click
I thought
on
we
it.
were in the Desert Hills, which Belliard's south of the
the-
Desert Hills.
The Desserin Valley consists of the Sumber Hills and the Desserin Hills.
Right.
With the Desserin
Where were we?
River that runs between both. You were in the Sumber Hills, down
Oh,
by
we didn't leave
the Larch.
the Sumber Hills.
No.
Gotcha. I thought we were in Desert Hills. Okay.
No.
Okay, so we are
I did know where we were.
Now I understand. All right, now I understand. We're at the crossroads, like the T by Summer Hills at the outside. So, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking too far north.
I maintain that I just don't know where we are at any time anyway.
It's okay. You just drive the cart.
Yeah, that's my job.
Question. Does Clippy Cloppy seem in any way ears flippy or concerned or snorty as we approach this giant bridge?
I was about to
That's a
say,
great
this is
question.
going to be a fucking roller coaster.
Make me a animal ken check. Or animal handling. Animal ken, wrong game.
I was about to say animal kin.
Drake, put
Wrong
your furry
fucking
away.
genre of game.
Put your furry away.
12. Not that good.
12. No, that's actually not that bad.
Oh.
Clippy Cloppy, your Glenn would say that Clippy Cloppy has bravery. Most people would say that Clippy Cloppy is just a little bit too dumb to realize when they're in peril. But the fact is, Clippy Cloppy does not seem to be too worried about the stone bridge. Because it's not that steep. It just appears steep at that long distance because that's a 2-mile long bridge.
I'm
So
not
it goes
comfortable with
straight
that.
fucking
Trust
down to
Clippy
me.
Cloppy. Well, like horses get a vibe. And if a horse is gonna freak out about a bridge, they're gonna freak out about a bridge. You know what I mean? If he's not freaking out about the bridge, I feel pretty safe about it. If that makes any sense to you guys.
Oh, a lot of travelers do take this bridge because the bridge itself is fairly safe. You just don't walk along the edges like a dum-dum.
But what I am gonna do is I am going to walk beside Clippy Cloppy and just like hold his reins just in case he gets a little spooky with the no guardrails if we are crossing said bridge.
Sure. Sure.
I guess I drive the cart, you keep a hand on the horse, and we just go.
Rock on.
You
So you make
know
it across
what
the
Clippy Cloppy is
bridge.
doing?
Also, Atlas points out, what is Clippy Cloppy doing? Sorry.
He just gives me really big Bill the Pony vibes from Lord of the Rings. Like, just a rock solid ass pony. I respect that.
We stand Clippy Cloppy in this house.
At this moment,
Go
I
push
am
my
going to
horse.
switch over to Aricron. Aricron, you arrive in Red Larch, and you ask around a little bit as to where the foursome that you've been sent to kind of keep an eye on have gone, and you're informed that they've gone through the Summer Hills. Apparently, they were trying to check on a delegation of dwarves. They were set to meet in Beliard. You're not getting a lot of information about that per se.
Mhm.
But the town butcher is actually very helpful. And she says, "Oh, you're from Quincunx, eh? Oh yeah. Some of yours they said they were heading up to Beliard. They said they were taking a couple stops along the way. They weren't very specific, but they'd found some dead bodies, and even a member of the delegation, and so they were going up there to investigate. Um, they're very well regarded in this town too. So, if you're with them, you're probably a good fellow. I would say, yeah, if you're going to try to meet them, just head up north along that road, and you'll find them eventually.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the information.
No problem. No problem. So, you spend a little bit of time to rest and then go on your way again. And you head north along the path. You're not much of a tracker, are you?
No.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, through a comedy of errors, you happen to miss where they headed off the beaten track to go to a druid hippie jam, so you missed all of that fun. But you keep going along north, and you find the good dwarven stone bridge. Very sturdy, so you give it your respects before crossing. And you arrive in the town of Belliard. You ask around, try to get a bit of the lay of the land, and eventually you find an inn, a very old inn, very popular, and it looks kind of like if you were to take an inn, and then you were to build another inn on top of it, and then keep adding additional inns onto the inn until you've got this massive inn made of several different inns and additions and all that. Over the years, it has expanded to be quite a large tourist thing for individuals going through. The inn was originally named for, as you find out, it was named for an inoperative metal statue that stood in the common room, but the creature mysteriously vanished years ago. The innkeeper went missing shortly after. In recent years, many bodyguards and mercenaries have come through here. To guard trade routes. It is a very safe town because of that. Brigands are not eager to attack the town.
Mm-hmm.
There is rumors of cache treasure buried or otherwise hidden all over the place, but other than the occasional person finding gold coins in a chimney, no one's really found any treasure. But rumors persist as they do, and you ask around, and they tell you that the four have not yet arrived. But you figure, if you wait here long enough, perhaps you've headed them off at the pass. And so you spend a good couple days here in Belliard, waiting for the delegation from Quincunx. And it is after a couple days in Belliard that the quartet finally arrive. It's a very nice village, lots of trees, and is a home to many cattle ranchers. And there's a lot of cow farms, cattle pastures in the area. There's a public well, the pond, the large ass inn.
A large ass inn.
Yeah, the large ass inn, the watchful night.
It's the name of the inn.
Yeah. The large ass inn is also a book in the Scarlet Moon.
No, it's the inn.
Library.
Like their mascot is a donkey.
It's a baboon. There's a tanner in town, a smith, some horse dealers. But yeah, there's also the pond where harness horses or oxen can be driven through the water to bathe or let them drink.
Oh, we should probably do that with Clippy Cloppy first.
Yeah. Do you think Clippy Cloppy would like a swim?
Probably. Why don't you, August, why don't you and Alice go get us a room and we'll tend to the horse and then we'll meet you back at the inn? Is that okay with you guys?
I'm sorry, my mic was down. My mic was off. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Glenn's going to unhitch Clippy Cloppy, and she is going to hop up on him and ride him down to the water and see if he goes in. Yay!
He goes in because he is a horse and thirsty.
It's a good day.
I will keep guard probably at the like a couple of feet away with the cart and just sort of like make sure everything's chill while also keeping an eye on Glenn and also the horse.
All right. Okay. What else do you do?
Atlas and August are gonna go get a room, I guess, at the inn.
All right. You go to the inn, and as you walk in, you see one of the locals is just telling a tale. Right, I swears I saw them. There was these strong men. They was wearing sky blue armor and white cloaks. And they're like, oh, lots of people wear armor and cloaks. That's not a big deal. He's like, no, that's not part of the story. It's interesting. Part of the story is interesting. They was flying on giant vultures, and one of the patrons is like, oh, I don't want to hear this, and he just walks off. But the guy continues. Well, I'm not buying him any next round. No siree. When I saw them heading south, I did. Sure enough, as my name is Ian. I did seize them.
Sounds like just the Windspire folk.
How many?
Huh? Right. He starts counting on his fingers. I saw 5 of them, I did.
You said 5?
That's right. Yeah,
Notice
so it was,
anything else interesting about them?
well, it was just right after I met like a few dwarves, because my farm's a little bit to the south, and the dwarves were passing by. I gave them a hello, how do you do, and they were friendly folk, and we chit chatted for a little bit, and then they went on their way, and it was a few hours after that I saw the vulture riders. I thought they might have been, following up. Maybe they were the same people. You kind of see that sometimes when you get like a merchant caravan leave, and then some of their guards hang back to kind of, sweep aside. And sometimes you have, bandit or you'll have caravan guards go off ahead because sweep away. It's just a thing they do in the business. So I guess I don't know why. That's my guess, anyways.
I'm sure it was something like that. And Atlas just walks away.
Sounds like it's just those dumbass weather guards.
Yeah.
Sorry about him. And just kind of walks after him.
That was antisocial people trying to get information.
Why do you send us off like this, Wick? You just want to be with Glenn. You know we ain't gonna help none.
Just try to give you world experience.
Atlas just says over his shoulder, I told you we need to head south.
Alright, well.
Aricron.
Yes.
You notice that there is a dark elf and a
Half-orc.
Half-orc.
That match the description. I was swallowing, thank you. That matched the description of 2 of the 4 that you're looking for. Aricron, go ahead and describe yourself now.
You'll see a mid-20s young man, white hair, kind of scruffy facial hair, like he hasn't shaved in a few days. but that hair is white too. Kind of looks like Dante from Devil May Cry 5, but not as old. But yeah, white jacket with gold trimming, and then the rest of his clothes looks like it looks like he's rich, but he's not carrying himself. Like his shirt's not tucked in, his like hair is pretty messy. You know, he's just not carrying himself as like what you would expect from the Rosen Falcon group. But
Is he human?
he is a half elf.
Roughly how tall is he?
6'3". I have artwork too. I will put. Where should I put the artwork?
In the. Where's our?
In the what?
We have
You can put it. Yeah, you can put it in either notes and stuff or Gen Chat or any of that Quincunx area.
Yeah.
No, you can't make Clippy Cloppy precedent.
David. You don't know how charismatic he is.
Yes, I actually do.
No.
And it was white jacket, gold trim.
Yes. There it goes. So yeah,
All right.
it is basically Dante from DMC, but not like not big ass sword and guns.
So he's sitting in the pub, essentially.
Yeah, if it's up to me, I would be listening to what the man was saying about the
Vulture people.
the vulture riders or whatever, and kind of like okay, this guy's been drinking too much too, like, and kind of turning around and seeing you two walk off, and I kind of try to follow you out.
All right.
Oh, I think we're still in because we're
Trying to
coming to get a room.
Yeah. I just like I don't want to walk up to you just yet. I'm trying to confirm if it's. Just don't want to be like, hey, yeah, you look like you're a half orc. Yeah. Do you know?
That's profiling, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know all half orcs, by the way?
How do you do feel
Atlas
like
is going to just look at August and be like, "You can do all the talking," and then proceeds to lean like against the bar top, waiting for the barmaid to notice them. And he's just observing the room, trying to, mark any strange faces and all the exits and possible like dangers and things like that, because he doesn't trust people. And he notices this obviously richly dressed, white-haired man glancing their way. And honestly, he just looks him over and then snorts and rolls his eyes because
That's
he hates people who wear white. Especially the rich ones that wear white. And
Atlas is our resident goth.
Yeah.
and he's also well off, and he doesn't like the hoity-toity people who don't stand to their stature. So he does take note of the fact that Aricron is not, his demeanor does not match his station and his attire. And so he's kind of like, doesn't appreciate what he has. But yeah, he's just gonna keep an eye on all the people in the room, but has no interest in talking about getting rooms as long as there's a insect of some sort that he can make friends with in his room.
Would you like to request your most infested room?
Would you like the one without the bed bugs? No.
No, we specifically want that one.
We need extra bed bugs.
Do we want like multiple? Do we want each one our own room, or do we want a communal room, or one for 3 of us? And then they didn't
We
tell us
have
any
the
of this. Why did they send
we
me?
have August. We have the funds for 4 rooms.
I don't need a mint on the pillow. I need bed bugs.
How about at this point in time, Wick, if you don't mind me saying, maybe we have stable Clippy Cloppy and we walk
Yeah,
in?
sure. We probably find him a nice place to just sort of chill if there's not one already
Yeah.
connected to the inn.
Probably a nice stable nearby, like it's a
Yeah.
cow
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finding a place to stable your horse in this town is pretty easy. And finding a place that's secure is pretty easy. No one's stealing a horse in freaking Valier. Like, that's just not happening.
I mean, like if they have a horse swim, they've got to have a nice stable somewhere.
Yeah. They have a horse swim.
You
Right.
said that they herd cows and stuff too. So
Yeah.
Clippy Cloppy's gonna make all kinds of friends at camp, and you guys don't need to worry about him, okay?
He's gonna come back learning like 6 new rope tricks.
He'll be so great.
He'll learn
Meanwhile,
how to,
Atlas is
like,
still
glue.
rolling his eyes at August. Oh, they're just
He'll
talking
learn
about
the-
camp. Animal camp.
He'll learn the latest techniques for gluing macaroni onto paper.
Maybe he'll learn a new braid for his hair.
Yeah.
then he finds out what glue is made out of.
Oh no!
Flour and
and
water.
You know what you call that?
Flour and water.
That's incentive.
And
It's
that is when he turned into a radical. That was the day he became a communist.
No, it's one of those. It's one of those like little myths that go around camp. Like, what do you think's in the bug juice? Bugs? No way.
What's in the glue? Horses? Nah.
No,
Nah,
it's definitely cows.
quit making up that stupid stuff.
Would
Alright,
it be
I-
okay if we took a pause here and then came back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, just
We'll-
drop our
we'll take a
price in the chat DM for rooms.
We'll
Take a short break. I'm gonna stop the recording in 3, 2, 1.